Hi everyone, and welcome to the second module. In this module we're going to be talking about operating systems, and in addition I'm going to give you the instructions on how to install Microsoft Office 365, which will let you download Office 2016 to your computer. So just to kind of briefly go through, first, this is the video you're watching now. As always, we have a what's due when document, and this will explain the learning module, the modules, student learning outcomes, what you should learn by the end of the module. And this will go through the assignments and activities that need to be completed. And there's always a link to the course calendar here as well, or their course schedule. So in this folder, we are going, there's instructions on how to install the software for the course. I'm going to talk about it briefly. You do need Microsoft Office 2016. If you have Microsoft Office 2016 installed, that's great. But some versions contain Microsoft Access and some do not. All you have to do is go to your Start menu, and if you see Access, that means you have it. If you don't see Access, you don't. So if you don't have it, you can install Microsoft Office 365 from Niagara County Community College for free. So there is a version available to NCCC students for both a Windows computer and a Mac computer. Keep in mind one thing though that's very important is that Microsoft Access does not have a Mac equivalent. So you'll be able to do everything for the course on a Mac except for the two Access projects. So you will have to have access to a Windows computer for the Access projects, and you can install Office 365 for Windows on a friend's computer or a family member's computer to get access. You could go to the computers on campus, or you can check with a friend, but please make these arrangements right now so you don't kind of get stuck when we reach the access portion of the course. So please read through this and get the software installed on your computer as soon as possible this week, so that I can address any problems you have, because next week we're going to be starting Microsoft Word. The module opens Sunday and the first project is due on Tuesday. So if you open this folder, this is the sheet provided by NCCC regarding Microsoft Office, and here are instructions for you to follow. The important thing is when you put in your email address, you have to use your TWolves email address. And if you use a personal email address, it won't work. The way that you get it free from Niagara County Community College is by using your email address at Niagara County Community College. So that's just like your username, right? I don't know if it's like first initial, last name, 3 numbers at, I think it's myNCCC.niagaracc.suny.edu. It looks something like that, but you guys should know what your email address is. Then in here we have the lecture and activity folder, and we're going to be talking about operating systems. We're going to really discuss Windows and Mac, and also we're going to talk about Linux. And so in here you can read, after you watch this, you should know the most common operating systems, and I'll let you read through this, what you should know when you're finished. You can watch this on Windows 10 specifically. Well, there's a website, but there's also some videos on there, and this is a website explaining the Mac operating system. You will need to know what operating system you're running, so if you don't know that, you can click here and this will tell you how to find out. Then we have some Who Knew It by Atomic Learning videos on computer security and maintenance that you need to watch. and then we're going to go into file management. What's really important now, and I tend to find that students don't have a great grasp of file management skills, creating folders, putting your files in your folders, understanding what a file extension is. So based on your operating system, this is what you should review. You know, Windows 10, there's 2 different links here for you, 2 different videos. If you have Windows 8, if you have Windows 7, or if you have a Mac. So you can watch the one that's appropriate to your operating system. And these are these videos in this last folder are optional. They're additional training videos for operating systems. So if you feel like you need a little bit more, you know, review or a little bit of assistance, you can use that. Okay, and then after the lecture and activities are complete, there is a discussion for this module. It takes the same format as the last module in that you have to post a response to the discussion question. So you can read this. There's 3 questions that need to be answered, and then you have to reply to at least 2 students. And then we'll have a quiz, and that will be open Friday, July 20th to Saturday, July 21st. So that's what's going on in this module. You have to have the software installed this week so that you can ask me questions if you have any questions prior to us starting Microsoft Word next Sunday. And I'm just going to go over to the course calendar. And here you can see the due dates for this second module. Here is the post for the operating systems discussion and the response for that. And here's the quiz. Now keep in mind the questions on the quiz are going to be based on the videos in this module. So you have to be sure that you're watching them. Just don't you know, assume that maybe you know all this stuff. The questions are selected based on the videos that you're watching. If you have any questions or concerns along the way, please feel free to email me. I've had a couple issues so far at the start of class. People don't seem to be aware of due dates and don't seem to be aware sometimes of what should be submitted. If you are that person, you have to go back here and read through the course information and syllabus documents because it will explain everything to you. In addition, our course schedule and all of the due dates are located at this link and also on the course calendar link. I know that it is an online course, but there are very specific due dates that must be followed, and the only thing that is accepted late in this class is projects, and late projects are assessed a late penalty. So all discussions, assignments, and quizzes have to be completed by the due date. Also, be sure that you're checking your T-Wolves email frequently. I've been sending out a lot of emails to people. If you haven't submitted work, and the only way I can correspond with you is if you actually check those emails. Okay? So get started on the new module, and please let me know if you have any questions.